Do you want to know more about the new templates feature in Guild Wars 2? Well, we've got you covered. Come and join me as we have a look at the brand new feature. Back in the days of Guild Wars 1, we were introduced to a particular concept known as templates. What we were able to do was build a set of skills and attribute points which we could then save and maybe reuse at a later date. The templates would be stored on your hard drive. With templates, it was possible to save them, load them from a previous save, or even copy to put into chat. When Guild Wars 2 came out in 2012, it was a completely different concept, with the first 5 attack skills determined by the weapon you were carrying, and the remaining skills determined by your particular build. Armour and weapons have various attributes such as healing or burst. We also have builds which we can use to determine how we want our character to play in a particular situation. Do we want more regen? Do we want more heals? Etc. But currently we have no way of storing that information or even sharing it with people in chat. There is no way for us to do what we were doing in Guild Wars 1 by sharing and recording our templates. However, that's all set to change as Arenanet release the brand new templates. When we log into Guild Wars 2 now, we're presented with a completely different UI. You can see that we currently have 2 slots for armour and weapons. All we need to do is right click the piece of armour that we want to add to, and then we can select from what's in our inventory. With legendary weapons we can also determine which of the stats we particularly want to use. When we've finished looking at equipment slot 1, we can then move on to equipment slot 2. Initially we only start off with the 2 equipment slots, but here we can apply a completely different set of armour and weapons, so we could be switching between different confrontations. If we're on one world boss event we might need one set of armour and weapons, and if we're moving to a different world boss event or maybe into say fractals, we might want a completely different set of armour and weapons. To quickly swap between the 2 sets, just scroll right down to the bottom of your options, and there we see the ability to set the keys. So as you can see here, I am just switching between armour sets by the predetermined keys. We have a similar process when we're setting up our builds. Here we've got a Chronomancer build. You can see to the left that we have 3 empty spaces. So we set up our build, noticing that we have 3 available build slots here, whereas we only have 2 for weapons and armour. We can save it to the template as we've just done there with the Chronomancer build, and now we can build a Mirage build and again save that. When we switch to a different character, you can see again we have our 2 equipment and weapon slots and 3 build slots. These are per character rather than per account, but you'll also notice that our saved builds from earlier, the Chronomancer and the Mirage build, are taking up 2 of the 3 available template build slots. When we save a build template, it's saving the active template at that moment. So that's the active build and the active equipment. That's the armor and weapon. You can only switch templates when you're out of combat, so there's no point trying when you're in the middle of a battle. Template swaps are available in World vs World. So here we are running along, and we could just switch between the different templates. You can see the armor changing for instance there. It's worth noting that with anything legendary, whether it being a legendary weapon or legendary armor, you can have different stats on each set for each slot. So you could run a berserker and then a Condi heal and just switch between the two with no issue. If you hover over your build template, you can see the build even if it's not active or it's not even for your particular class. Each template can have its own unique name, up to 31 characters. When adjusting your build on the fly, the active template that you're currently using will also be altered. I hope this quick guide to the new template system in Guild Wars 2 has been helpful and entertaining for you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and come and follow me twitch.tv/akcsl and twitter.com/akcsl. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.